Prabhat. In last period we have studied about the segments, that is dividing the given segment in given ratio. In 7th standard or 8th standard you may have studied the method of dividing the segment in the ratio, suppose 2:3. What is the sum? Divide segment AB in ratio 2:3. Now in that case what we have to do, we were using to draw certain angle in upward direction. And again we have drawn same angle in downward direction. Here I don't have protractor, I am just explaining the method. These two angles are congruent. What we use here alternate angles are congruent, and if two parallel line make same intercept on given transversal, then they make equal intercepts on any other transversal. For that purpose we were using the method of dividing both sides. Suppose it is A and B, then we cut the angles at equal distances. Here 2:3, so we added 2 and 3 and we have made total 5 parts. This was the method that was given in, I think, 8th standard. We have given the name A1, A2 and B1, B2 to the points. Suppose this is A1, A2, A3, A4, A5, B1, B2, B3, B4 and B5. Then we have joined A5 to B. A4 to B1, A3 to B2, B3 to A2, B4 to A1, and now can you see that how much conjunction is there? This M points, AM upon BM is equal to 2:3. What can we say about AB upon AM or BM upon AB? AB is 5 parts. So AB upon AM is equal to 5. AM are 2 parts. This is point M, 5 by 2. Or BM are 3 parts, 3 by 5. Now, if we need to divide any segment in such ratio, it is tedious task drawing two alternate angles and then making equal intercepts and so and so. Here we have used the alternate angle test, alternate angles test for drawing such equal intercepts. But if we have to divide a side of a triangle, in that case, this type of mark in the interior of angle cannot be used, or it may create a confusion, and therefore on that day I have told you another method in which corresponding angle test was used. Same sum, and here there no need to use your protractor. Angle is, you can take any angle. It is not necessary to measure by using protractor. Suppose this is some segment AB, and now I want to divide AB in the ratio 2:3. So how many parts of AB I have to make? 5 parts. How many parts? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Did you get my point? Therefore, I have used componendo dividendo to show that AB upon AM is equal to 5 by 2 or BM upon AB is equal to 3 by 5. Now take only angle on one side. Again, what we are doing here, we are drawing lines, two lines parallel using corresponding angle test. Now here it is not necessary to measure the angle or anything. Okay, you can take any random angle and put your pointer and you can take small distance, large distance, it doesn't matter. 1, 2, but small distance are preferred so that your figure will be within the notebook. 3, 4 and 5. I have made 5 parts on one side. Now I joined B to sometimes questions on previous knowledge may be asked. Again I write here A1, A2, A3, A4, A5. I have joined A5 to B and I want to divide segment AM, AB in the ratio 2:3. Now AB 2:3, that means from A side there should be 2 parts and from B side there should be 3 parts. That is A dash M dash B such that AM is to MB is equal to 2:3. Divide segment AB in the ratio 2:3 means take a point, find a point M such that AM upon MB is equal to 2:3. That is 2 goes towards A side and 3 goes towards B side. So there we have to make 3 sides on B 3 parts on B side and 2 parts on A side. Understood? Now suppose this is somewhat whatever angle is. If there is a line parallel from 2 parts, then angles will be corresponding angle made by transversal A5 will be congruent. So whatever angle here formed, that much angle I am going to find from here. Okay. Yesterday someone has mistake and distance has not, this complete arc has not been drawn. Here at point B, we have the angle completely. Therefore, it is not necessary to mark complete arc. But at point A2, we do not have another side. Therefore, we need to mark complete arc. Suppose this is a complete arc. I don't know where could the angle be. So such type of arc should be there. Here it is not necessary, but still for your understanding I am completing the arc, but not necessary. Okay. Now I want a point. This point I have located on the same side, whatever point it may be. Okay. So corresponding this point is again I have located. I don't know how much distance is this, but I can measure this distance. I don't know where to measure that distance, this much distance, and if it is complete circle, so I will measure this distance. That is length of chord intercepted by the arc, corresponding chord of that arc. Get it? What I have measured, can you see? Okay, can you see? Now I will measure the same and cut the arc. Now those two arcs are quite near to each other. I have to join the point this A2 and point of intersection of arcs. This point is M, such that AM upon MB is equal to 2:3. This is very useful whenever we draw similar triangles. Today we are going to learn only one type of triangle, and the first one is very easy. That is, draw two similar triangles of given ratio. First one, triangle ABC similar to triangle LMN. Look at, nothing is common in the name. Therefore, these two triangles are separate triangles, two different triangles, such that AB is equal to 5.5, BC is equal to 6, and AC is equal to 4.5, and BC upon MN is equal to 5/4. So BC upon MN is equal to 5/4. Can we find what is BC? BC is equal to 6. So right here, 6 upon Mn is equal to 5/4. Cross multiplying, 6 into 4 is equal to 5Mn, or Mn is equal to 24 upon 5, which is equal to 4.8 centimeter. Now for similar triangles, as triangle ABC similar to triangle LMN, all the corresponding ratios are same. That is, AB upon LM is equal to 5/4, or AC upon LN is equal to 5/4. Therefore, AB, we know it is AB upon LM is equal to 5/4. That gives us, what is that? 5.5 upon LM is equal to 5/4. Simplifying, we get LM is equal to 4.4, or AC upon LN is equal to 5/4, or again simplifying 4.5 upon ln is equal to 5 by 4. 4.5 into 4 is equal to 5 ln. ln is equal to 3.6. Now we have two triangles, separate triangles, no vertex, no segment, no line is common between ABC and triangle LMN. Therefore, we can draw two separate triangles of given measure. First triangle, what is ABC? What we have to draw for ABC? Suppose ABC is like this. What information we have? We have to write on the rough figure. Suppose it is A, B, C. What is given on ABC? AB is equal to, where is AB? AB is equal to 5.5. What is BC? BC is equal to 6. What is AC? AC is equal to 4.5. We have to write on the rough figure. What is LMN? Whatever we have to, we must be able to draw the rough figure. If notebooks are there, I can tell you how to draw the similar figures also exactly by using the property of parallel lines of notebook. Again here write L, M and N. Write the corresponding sides. What is LM? Where is LM? LM. LM is equal to 4.4. What is LN? It is 3.6. And what is MN? It is 4.8. Now what we have to do? We have to draw the two triangles. The first one is ABC. So take ABC. ABC. What is AB? AB is equal to 5.5. This is A, B, and what is it? 5.5 centimeter. Now take your compasses from B. What is BC? BC is given to be 6 centimeters. So measure 6 centimeters in your compasses. Okay, and put the arc. Now what is AC? From A point, it is 4.5. Can you see 4.5? Okay, put the pointer on A and cut. This is our triangle ABC. Now I want to draw which triangle? LMN. For LMN, what is LM? 4.4. Put here your scale and 4.4. Now put your pointer and what is name first. It is always, because if we do not know name, then sides may go wrong. LM 4.4. Now what is LN? 3.6. What is LN? 3.6. Okay. We can draw, if this is SSS test of triangles, therefore we can choose any one side first and second side last. It doesn't matter whether we draw LN first or MN first. Now MN is equal to 4.8 centimeter. Can you see the 4.8? Okay, now put the pointer here. Cut the previous arcs and join the point. You can see both triangles are similar. Can you see? So, when there is no word is common between the two names, we have to draw, we have to calculate the whatever measures given. We must remember for if triangle ABC similar to triangle LMN, then angle A congruent to angle L, angle B congruent to angle NM, angle C congruent to angle N, whereas AB upon LM is equal to BC upon MN is equal to AC upon LN. These are the basic properties of similar triangles, and that we must learn. If angle is given, then we do not take ratio. Angles are always congruent. For similar triangles, angles are always congruent, but sides are in ratio. So, if side of one triangle is given, we can find the side of another triangle. But angle of one triangle is given, we have to use the same angle for corresponding angle in similar triangles. Now try to solve question number 3 from problem set 4.1. Thank you.